Which new sports was inaugurated in the Paris 2024 Olympic breaking breakdancing? Which country became 31st NATO members? Sweden. Who was appointed the new RBI governor in December 2024? Sanjay Malhotra. What is the name of ISRO reusable launch vehicle RLVTD? What is the name of the world's first malaria vaccine approved by WHO? RTSS Mosquitoes. In which city was India's first indigenously developed hydrogen fuel cell ferry launch Kochi? What was the first Indian private rocket company to reach orbit? Skyroot Aerospace. What is the India's first woman Rafale fighter pilot? Shivangi Singh. What is the name of the first Indian submarine made under Project 751? INS Kalwari. What is the name of the India's first indigenously built attack helicopter? HAL Hal Prachand. Which country first carbon neutral company? Bhutan. Which inaugurated the Lachit Barkhan Police Academy in Assam? Amit Shah. Where is the new wagon overhauling unit worth are 79 crore rupees being established in Jamalpur Rail Workshop, Munger district, Bihar? Who laid the foundation stone for the wagon overhauling unit? Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw. Which country finalized the peace treaty of Nagorno-Karabakh region? Armenia and Azerbaijan. Which country topped the World Happiness Report 2025? Finland. Which country India's largest source of remittance? USA. Who was the honor with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the UK Parliament? Chiranjeevi. Who was conferred with Mahatma Bodh Bhushan Award? Ram Sutar. Which country has India surpassed became the fourth largest economy? Japan. Who announced India's status as the fourth largest economy? Niti Aayog. Which country are currently ahead of India in economic size? USA, China and Germany. Which country in India is expected to surpass to become the third largest economy? Germany. What is the current president of NDB? Dilma Rousseff. What is the India rank in the Free Speech Index? 24. Who returned to Earth after a 9-month extended stay in space? Wilmore and Sunita Williams. Which state established India's first senior citizen commission? Kerala. According to Niti Aayog, India surpassed which country to become fourth largest country? Japan. Where was Adil Mahotsav 2025 inaugurated by the President Draupadi Murmu? New Delhi. Which India won Global Memory Citizenship 2025? Vishwa Rajkumar. Which country signed $200 million defense deal with India for the Akash missile system? Philippines. Which South American country joined OPEC Plus as an observer in 2025? Brazil. Which country conservationist was named in Times Woman of the Year in 2025 list? Purnima Devi Burman. Which Indian state ranked number 1 in the Local Government's Performance Index 2024? Karnataka. Which state launched India's first Global Capability Center policy? Madhya Pradesh. Who was the total FDI inflow India during financial year 2024-25? US dollar 81.04 billion. In financial year 2024-25, which sector attracted the largest share of FDI equity? Service sector. Which state service highest FDI equity inflow? Maharashtra 39%. Which two states follow the Maharashtra in FDI inflow? Karnataka 13% and Delhi 12%. In financial year 24-25, which country was the top FDI source? Singapore. Which city topped the Global Financial Center Index 2025? New York. Which India rank in the Global Innovation Index 2025? 40 rank. Which Indian company was ranked number 1 in the Fortune India 500 list 2025? Reliance Industry. Where was the World Government Summit 2025 held? Dubai. Which country city hosted the International Financial Service Summit? Gandhi Nagar, Gujarat. Which country launched the world's first commercial nuclear fusion reactor in 2025? China. Which private space company became the first to launch a reusable rocket in India? Skyroot Aerospace. Which wildlife sanctuary in India was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2025? Simply Palm National Park. Which country partnered with China for Chang's 8 lunar mission? Pakistan. Which food delivery app became the second most downloaded globally in 2025? Zepto. Which Indian village was declared as the biodiversity heritage in Gujarat? Guneri village. Which air defense system trial was successfully conducted by DRO? Vaishorad's very short range air defense system. Recently, Human Development Index report was released by United Nations Development Program UNDP. What is the rank of India as UNDP Human Development Index? 130. Score 0.685. Which neighboring countries share India's rank at 130? Bangladesh. Which country top in the 2025 Human Development Index? Iceland. Which ISRO satellite faced orbit raising issue due to malfunction? NBS 02 GSLV F-15 mission. The Indian government announced a 100 rupees commemorative coins in honor of the which legendary singer? Muhammad Rafi. Which country launched Operation Devi Hunt targeting Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina loyalist Bangladesh. Which Indian cricketer surpassed Chris Gayle in one-day sixes? Rohit Sharma. Where will 2027 National Games be held in India? Meghalaya. What was the India's rank in Transparency International Corporation Perception Index? 96 out of 180 country. Which country now became the third largest automobile manufacturer in India? This information was revealed by the minister at 4th International BBB Summit and Expo on Bioenergy Value Chain, New Delhi. What is the rank did India secure in international shipment under World Bank's Logistic Performance Index 22? Where was Aero India 2025 be held and what is its theme? Bangalore, the runway to a billion opportunity. Which state launched India's first organic fisheries clusters? Sikkim. What was India's first coastal bird census conducted? Jamnagar, Gujarat. What theme was announced for Pravasi Bharatiya Divas? Diaspora contribution to Viksit Bharat. What rank did India achieve globally in cyber attack according to 2024 Cloud Sec report? Second. What is the sixth semiconductor unit being established near Jewar Airport, Uttar Pradesh? Which company are in the joint venture for Jewar semiconductor unit? SCL Foxconn. Which thermal power project unit, first unit 660 megawatt was inaugurated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi? Ghatampur thermal power project. Where did Prime Minister address the Devi Ahilya Bai Mahila Shakti Current Mahasammelan? Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Where did the Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan begin? Puri, Odisha. What is the India national computing capacity as 30 May? 34,333 GPU. What was the first commercial e-methanol plant inaugurated? Kasso, Denmark. Which company developed the first commercial e-methanol plant? European Energy and Mitsui. Where was the National Intellectual Property Festival 2025 organized? Dehradun. Which portal was launched to strengthen the evidence-based planning and governance in Panchayat? Panchayat Unnati Index 2.0 portal. Where was the PAI 2.0 portal inaugurated? Dr. Bhim Ambedkar International Center, New Delhi. Which ministry developed the portal? Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Where was the 9th capacity building program for the mid-level Sri Lanka civil servant started? Mussoorie, Uttarakhand. In which state was the jungle safari train 107 km launch? Uttar Pradesh. Which two locations does the train connect? Katarni Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary and Dudhwa Tiger Reserve. What is the main attraction of the safari train? Vista Dome coach. According to World Bank report, poverty in India, how many people in India move out of extreme poverty in 2011 to 171 million? Who became the first CISF woman member? to scale the Mount Everest? Geeta Somata. Nobel laureate Professor Abhijit Banerjee joined the Rising Advisory Board of which state? Telangana. Which initiative was unveiled by the Union Minister Sarbananda Sonewal? Sagar में सम्मान, respect in the sea. Which country launched the Ek Desh Ek Dharkan One Nation One Heartbeat initiative? Ministry of Culture. What is the main objective of Ek Desh Ek Dharkan? To promote the unity and patriotism and respect the national flag. Which anti-Naxal operation was launched by security forces on Chhattisgarh-Telangana border? Operation Black Forest. For how many days did Operation Black Forest continue? 21 days. In 2024 and 25, how many villages were declared Adarsh Gram under the PM Ajay scheme? 4,991 villages. Which institution prepared the Physical Health Index? Niti Aayog. Which state is at the top in the index? Odisha, followed by Chhattisgarh. Who was introduced by the Assam government to share the cabinet meeting information? AI, Anchor, and Kita. Where did Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated the BrahMos Integration and Testing Facility Center, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh? With whose support did Uttar Pradesh launch two new initiatives, UP Agris and AI Pragya World Bank? Which state has demanded amendment to the animal birth control rules? Kerala. What is the first green village of Tripura with solar energy and clean water availability? Rangachera. Who inaugurated Bharat Telecom 2025? Jyoti Aditya Scindia, Union Minister of Communication and Development of the Northeastern Region. Where was the inauguration of the Bharat Telecom 2025 held? New Delhi. Who organized the Bharat Telecom Expo? Telecom Equipment and Service Export Promotion Council. Who launched the campaign One Nation One Mission, End of Plastic Pollution? Bhupender Patel, Union Minister, Environment Minister. What is the main aim of this campaign? To encourage the people to adopt eco-friendly alternatives. The 24th meeting of the Indian Ocean Dream Association Council of the Minister was held virtually under the chairmanship of the which country? Sri Lanka. What was the theme of the meeting? Sustainable India Ocean for Future Generation. Who was being elected as the chairman of the estimate committee? Sanjay Jaiswal, BJP. Which municipal corporation issued the first certified green municipal bond? Ghaziabad Municipal Corporation. What is the first semi-automatic port of India? Vizianam International Airport. Who received the EY Entrepreneur of the Year award? Nitin Kamath. Nitin Kamath is the founder of Chief Executive Officer of Zerodha. Where did the commercial operation of the multimodal logistic park begin? Nagpur. Who was the Yugme Innovation in Summit, New Delhi? Where was the National Workshop on Opportunity for MSME Green Hydrogen Supply Chain, New Delhi? Who launched the AI Kiran platform? Kirthing Reddy. Who was the 2025 Coastal State Fishing Meeting held? Mumbai. Which new campaign was launched to strengthen the marine fisheries sector? Marine fisheries census 2025. Where is India's first quantum computing village being established? Amra- Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. Which institution is supporting the project Real Time Governance Society? Where was the Asia first global Hyperloop competition held? IIT Madras. Where was the Global Investor Summit 2025 held? Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. What is the India's largest international cruise terminal? Mumbai International Cruise Terminal. Who inaugurated the MICT Union Master Port Sarvanath Sonewal? Who established the Indian Telecom Service Performance Indian Report? Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. Where is the India's longest railway tunnel? 14.57 km under construction between Devprayag So to Jana So, Uttarakhand. Who advanced tunnel boring machine was the used to excavate this tunnel? Shakti. In which state India first Modi Memorial Museum established? Motihari, Bihar. How many spiritual corridor was developed by the UP government and announced by the government? 5. These 5 corridors are Prayag, Vindhyachal Kosi corridor, Prayagraj, Ayodhya Gorakhpur corridor, Prayagraj Lucknow, Naimishraya corridor, Prayagraj Rajapur Banda, Chitrakoot corridor, Prayagraj Mathura, Vrindavan, Sukrita via Bundelkhand Expressway. Which state government launched the Pink e-rickshaw scheme? Government of Maharashtra. Who inaugurated the Pink e-rickshaw scheme? Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar. Which Union Minister launched the Herald Initiative? Union Minister. What is the full form of Herald? Health Education of Liver Disease and Alcohol Association Liver Disease Prevention. The book Sanskriti का पंच अध्याय is completion of the speech of Home Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Who will read this book? Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Swami Avadeshanand Giri. Who compiled the book Sanskriti का पंच अध्याय? Dr. Prabhat Ojha. Which city opened the first public private partnership model based green waste processing plant? Indore. Where will the plant be set up? Bicholi, Hapsi. Who organized the demanded the inclusion of the Kakbruk language in the English schedule of the Constitution? Kakbruk Sahit Parishad. In which state the Kakbruk language primarily spoken? Tripura. Which two Indian classical texts manuscripts were included in UNESCO Memory of the World Register? Natya Shastra and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Which state launched the Adarsh Sanskrit Gram program? Uttarakhand. Which state approved the audience of the subcategory of the scheduled caste? Andhra Pradesh. Who chaired the 61st meeting of the Executive Committee of the National Mission for Killing Ganga? Rajiv Kumar Dixit. Who state launched the Mukhyamantri Sugam Parivahan Seva scheme? Madhya Pradesh. Where was the PM Vishwakarma National SC/ST Hub Conference 2025 organized? Mayurbhanj, Odisha. Which country organized this conference? Ministry of Micro Small Medium. Which state launched the Bhu Bharati portal? Telangana. Which two products from Meghalaya received the GI tag? Hariyandi silk and Khasi handloom product. Where was the International Conference on Buddha Dhamma Culture Heritage Northeast India held? Namsai, Arunachal Pradesh. How many traditional products of Uttar Pradesh were granted GI tag? 21. Which region of Uttar Pradesh became the GI hub? Kasi region. The product of Banaras were declared GI. शहनाई, तबला, ठंडाई, लाल पेरा, लाल भरवा मिर्च, तिरंगा बर्फी, wall painting, चिरंगून करोंडा. Which product of Bareilly was granted GI tag? Furniture, Jari, Jardauri, terracotta. Which traditional craft of Mathura was included in the GI tag list? Sachi craft. Which agriculture product of Bundelkhand region was granted GI tag? Kathia wheat. The fruit of which district in Uttar Pradesh received GI tag? Pilibhit. Which traditional craft of Chitrapur district received GI tag? Wood carving. Which from the Agra was honored with the GI tag? Stone inlay work. Which sweet of Jaunpur received GI tag? Imriti. How many products in total have received the GI tag in Uttar Pradesh? 72. How many products in the Kasi region have received the GI tag? 32. What was the first Indian state to sign a nuclear energy agreement? Maharashtra. With which company did Maharashtra sign this agreement? Rosatom. Which company is the partner from the Maharashtra government side for the thorium-based small modular reactor project? Maharashtra State Power Generation Company Limited. Who presented the Union Budget 2025-26 February 2025? Union Minister, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. What is the budget expenditure estimate for 2025-26? 50 lakh 65,345 crore. What percentage of the total expenditure is allocated for the interest payment? 25%. The receipts other than borrowing in 2025-26 are estimated to be 34,96,96,409 crore. These receipts are how much higher than the receipt estimate? 11.1%. What is the expected GDP growth rate for 2025-26 over the first advance estimated of 2024 and 25? 10.8%. What is the fiscal deficit target for 2025-26? 4.4% of GDP. Revenue deficit in 2025-26 targeted 1.5% of GDP. What is the target of fiscal deficit in 2024-25? 4.8% of GDP. How much is the government targeting for the reduction in outstanding liabilities by March 2031? 50% of the GDP.